Right, everybody, we're back today with a quick review on the ceramic Bluesy. Now, this is the model reference 116613 and it's LB. So it's 116613 LB, and LB says that it's got the blue dial and the blue bezel. If it was LN, then it would be black dial and black bezel. Now, this model dates from about 2015. I owned it since 2016, and as you can see, it's a Submariner. Okay, now it's the bimetal version, so it's a slightly more luxurious version of a Submariner. It's not the full gold and it's not the steel. It's the best compromise. This is the in between, what they call the bimetal, so it's half steel and half 18 karat gold. So if we have a quick look around, you can see that the case is stainless steel. Okay, and the bracelet has got the stainless steel around the outside. Okay, so then you've got the 18 karat gold, which means that it's around the bezel is 18 karat gold, around there like that. The crown or the winder is 18 karat gold, and the center of the strap or center of the bracelet, the center links, they're also 18 karat gold. Now, this model was introduced in around about 2008, and it ran till about 2020. Halfway through that, around I think it was 2013, 2014, it had a slight update, and that meant that the dial, which on this one, as you can see, is like a sunburst dial. The earlier version, like the 2008 to the 2014, had the more of a sort of a matte finish dial, if you like. So it's also got the date window, as you can see, with the Cyclops, which is like a magnifier for the date. Okay, so also on the dial, it's got luminous hour markers, and the hands are also luminous. Okay, right, the case itself on this model it's still 40mm, but it was made to look a lot bigger. It was a lot bulkier, but it's still basically a 40mm watch. Okay, and then on the bracelet, again on this model from 2008 onwards, it got a much sturdier bracelet. Like some of the older models had hollow links and they used to stretch and rattle around a lot, but this one's got these are solid links, so it's got the solid centers and all the links are solid. Okay, that gives it a much more sturdier feel, and it's quite a heavy watch. It's not as heavy as a full gold, but you can certainly feel the heft of it. Now, the clasp, which will open up in a second, has the flip lock on it. So you flip that side up, that's like the locking part, and then this other bit also snaps open. So there you can see the clasp is now open. Okay, and that folds back, that folds over there like that, and the locking mechanism clips over, but I'll show you that when we clip it shut. So also on this model, you have it's got a 20mm, if I don't know whether you can see in the clasp, but it has 20mm of movement, so you can slide it along, and that makes it obviously 20mm smaller, 20mm bigger, and that goes in sort of 2mm increments. So you can adjust it when you're wearing it, or if you've got a wetsuit, you can open it right up and without having to take any links in or put the links on or take any links out. So I'm not going to show you that now because it's a bit difficult with gloves on. But basically what it does is it pops down, it slides along 20mm, and then you clip it back in where you want it. So like I say, so the bracelet is now ready to close, so we'll snap it shut like that, and then this bit snaps over the top, so it's like an extra bit of security for your wrist if you like. Okay, now also with this being a later model, it does have the gold running through the clasp, as you can see there. Some of the older ones never had that, and it's they were just sort of basic stainless steel, and I think the watch always looked slightly unfinished, but that's been put right now. So I think it's only gold plate. I don't think it actually runs through, but it does help the lines of the watch, and it looks like it's supposed to be there. Okay, now the crown, which I told you was 18 karat gold, that's a screw down crown, obviously for waterproof. Okay, and the watch has got a water resistance of over 300 meters or 1,000 feet, whichever way you understand. But over here, we would say, in the UK, we'd say 300 meters. It's probably a bit more than that. Okay, it's got a one directional bezel, which you can set for diving, but does anybody dive in these? I don't think so, especially not an half gold one. But anyway, it's all there, and if you wanted to go diving or something like that, you could do. But personally, I don't even like getting my watch in the bath or the shower. But it's there if you need it. Okay, the power reserve on this watch, with it being automatic, so obviously it's an Oyster Perpetual Submariner. So the Oyster is the waterproof case. The Perpetual means it's self-winding. Okay, and obviously it's a Submariner. So the movement in this watch has got roughly 2 days power reserve. So on a full wind or a full wear, or whatever you want to call it, it will keep running for almost two full days. And the later ones are 3 days, but obviously we're just going to stick to this one today. So that's pretty much it, so that's a quick review of the watch. As you can see, the gold, and yeah, there it is. So I've covered most things. It's only a quick review, and if you want a more in-depth one, there's plenty of other people out there who are a lot better than I am. But there it is, and that's it. So just to finish off, although it's a bimetal Submariner, everybody knows this watch is the Bluesy. So if you're into watches, and I guess you are, that's why you're watching it, if someone says Bluesy, you automatically know it's, that's what it is. Okay, so I think that's all covered, and as I always say, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.